Hi, my name is Sylvie. I am a certified health coach and I help women look great and feel great through fasting and whole food nutrition. I typically like to recommend that women who practice intermittent fasting consume a moderate amount of carbs. So most of my videos, I talk about eating between 100 and 150 grams of carbs. I think most women will find that they will thrive with this amount of carbs while intermittent fasting. However, that's not to say that there are never any benefits to going keto or low carbs. So I decided to create this video to help you decide if you should practice intermittent fasting with keto or without keto. So first, I'm going to explain quickly how intermittent fasting works to help you achieve your health goals. And then we're going to go over some tips that will help you decide if you should practice intermittent fasting with or without keto. There are many ways to address the benefits of intermittent fasting, and depending on which of my videos you are watching, you may notice that sometimes I talk about insulin, sometimes I talk about ketosis, sometimes I talk about the benefits of stress on your body. But today I'm going to focus on metabolic flexibility. In simple terms, when we refer to metabolic flexibility, we refer to your body's ability to switch from one fuel source to another, no matter what your level of activity is. It also can refer to your body's ability to switch from a resting state to an active state, no matter what fuel sources are available. As your body runs out of glycogen, it will start using fatty acids to produce ketones for energy. This image shows that eating increases glycogen storage, glucose oxidation, which means the usage of glucose, but it reduces fatty acid oxidations, which means that your body is not using fatty acids to produce energy. It has the glucose available from your food. But in a fasted state, fatty acid oxidation goes up, and that's how your body will start producing ketones for energy. If you fast long enough, you will officially be in ketosis. Any type of activity increases glucose oxidation, decreases glycogen storage, and increases fatty acids oxidation. When you are fasting and your body runs out of glycogen, or if you consume a very low amount of carbs, like in the keto diet, your body will start producing ketones through fatty acids oxidation, and ketones have the following benefits. The keto diet can improve brain function, increase memory, and reduce migraine headaches. There's also weight loss. When you are on the keto diet, you'll notice that your appetite decreases, and also you have fewer cravings. So obviously this will help with weight loss. And then there's cancer prevention. The absence of glucose may help starve off cancer cells. Another benefit is the improvement of acne. It turns out that ketogenesis may help improve the health of your skin. It is possible to achieve these benefits as you produce ketones through intermittent fasting without the keto diet. However, you may decide to also do the keto diet as you are practicing intermittent fasting. And now that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to help you decide if you should practice intermittent fasting with or without the keto diet. One factor that will help you determine if you should do the keto diet is your fasting experience. If you are a fasting newbie, you may find it a lot easier to get started with fasting if you do the keto diet first. As you do the keto diet, you won't be as carb dependent. And when you are carb dependent, that is when it is the hardest to fast, because you cannot typically go longer than 3 hours without food without feeling horrible. And so the keto diet would help you deal with that. Another option, if you're not crazy about the idea of counting carbs, for example, you can also go on a modified fast. I often talk about modified fasting in my videos because that's what I did. That's what helped me the most. That's how I became metabolically flexible. And so I like to share about it. But just to give you a brief overview, the modified fast is based on the concept of the fasting mimicking diet by Dr. Walter Longo. And it is a short time fast that requires a severe calorie restriction. And typically you'll be consuming between 40 to 50% of your regular calorie intake. And you'll be consuming about 45% fats, and also you'll be consuming less protein. You'll be typically consuming about 10% of your total macros in protein, and that's because it helps increase autophagy. It helps heal your body. Anyway, if you're interested in trying a modified fast, I'll put 2 links in the description that you can check out and look at some menu plans that I have to help you do that. Now, if you are comfortable with fasting, you've fasted before, and you're not carb dependent, you definitely don't need to do the keto diet first, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't. And one way that you can decide if you should do the keto diet is to consider your health goals. I talked about the benefits of the keto diet and of your body running on ketones, and if your health goals line up with these benefits, you might decide to do the keto diet, because with just intermittent fasting, your body is not always running on ketones, right? So you will experience the benefits of your body running on ketones while you are fasting, but then as soon as you eat, you go back to using glucose for fuel. If, for example, you suffer from acne or from other cognitive dysfunctions, you may want to consider trying the keto diet longer term and see if that helps improve your condition. Another factor to consider when you make the decision as to whether you should do the keto diet with your intermittent fasting is your gender. Women just tend to need more carbs than men. And so if you are a woman, doing the keto diet may work great. You may feel awesome, you may love it, but it may not. So it'll be a matter of experimenting. And typically women tend to find that during the last week of their cycle, the week right before their period, that's when they crave more carbs, and that's when they also need more carbs. Our bodies know best. It's always wise to listen to your body. So if you are craving more carbs, chances are you need more carbs. And so at the very least, I would typically recommend that during the last week of your cycle, you eat a moderate amount of carbs. And there's a few circumstances that I would recommend that you just practice intermittent fasting without the keto diet. And that is if you are a breastfeeding mom, if you are during the last week of your cycle, like I mentioned already, and also if you suffer from thyroid dysfunction. Again, it's that whole issue of making sure you are feeding your hormones. Your hormones need carbs. But if you are not in any of these groups and you would like to do the keto diet and see if it helps improve your health, if it helps you achieve your health goals, just give it a try and see what happens. Technically, the keto diet is simply a way to stimulate fasting. I mean, when you fast, which is the natural way, that's what we've done over 100 years, when you fast, when you don't have any food available, your body will naturally just eat up all the glycogen available and start using fatty acids to produce ketones. But with the keto diet, you get these benefits, but you're still eating. You get to eat as well. You don't have to go hungry, because there's nobody likes going hungry. And so the keto diet is a way to achieve these benefits without going hungry. But the benefits of intermittent fasting without the keto diet is that your body will get used to going back and forth between the different fuel sources. So that's about it. Like everything else when it comes to your health, You are the judge. You're the one responsible to make the right decision for you. So I just recommend that after looking at this information, you decide what makes more sense to you and what you can see yourself doing and feeling good about, and just do it. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for watching.